and welcome to our Meallmore Podcast. My name is Enya, and I'm here today with Hazel O'Rourke, our Quality Support Manager, and William Naravaez, who is a staff nurse and currently acting Deputy Manager of Bayview Care Home in Cruden Bay. As part of International Nurses Week, we are here to talk about the Nightingale Challenge. The Nightingale Challenge was an initiative pioneered by Nursing Now, a global campaign that promotes health by raising the profile and status of nurses all over the world. Last year, Meallmore took on this initiative and promoted it within our homes, providing nurses the opportunity to advance in their career and build upon their current knowledge of the field. Hazel was a driving force in organising this challenge for our nurses, and it'd be great if we could learn more about what was on offer at Meallmore. So over to you, Hazel. Can you just talk to us briefly about Meallmore's involvement in the Nightingale Challenge?
Thank you, Enya. Yeah, absolutely. We had been thinking for a while about development opportunities for our nursing staff, and the World Health Organization in 2019 announced and promoted the Year of the Nurse 2020, and with that came huge opportunity to get involved and really promote our appreciation across the group for our nursing staff. Historically, we have developed our care staff, our senior care workers, and our next step was to further support our nursing staff. So timing couldn't have been more perfect for us to create initiatives for our nursing staff. So along with the World Health Organization Year of the Nurse 2020, we were planning to do some initiatives and some drives and support for our nursing staff. Then the Nursing Now Nightingale Challenge came along, and it read as if it was tailor-made for Meallmore. It was embracing our rising stars, our young nurses who are going to be our future, our people who, when we are in our later stages in life, that we have developed and supported to give us the best of care, and why wouldn't we take that opportunity to allow our young staff a platform for developing. So we embraced it and we signed up for the Nightingale Challenge. We were one of only 2 private companies in the whole of Great Britain to sign up for this, and as Enya has alluded, it is a global phenomenon that was massively publicised and massively undertaken, mainly by the public sectors across the world. So it was lovely for us to be part of that as one of only 2 private sector members. So that was brilliant. The aim was to give opportunities for younger nurses to learn about leadership, management, to put their skills to good use to further their careers. And that's exactly what our people strategy and our development strategy was looking at the time. So it went hand in hand. So we designed 2 aspects to help develop our nurses. One was to put an application process together for our Nightingale Challenge, and 2 was a support network for the nurse development programme within Meallmore. So both of these aspects were open to all of our nurses. We had a significant uptake in applications, and we ended up with 12 amazing nurses to join us in our Nightingale Challenge. So what we did was we tailored a management and leadership programme to look at where the majority of the younger nurses were in their careers within Meallmore, and what the potential next steps would be and how we could support them to get there. We opened up opportunities to learn about other things that they potentially haven't seen already in their job roles. So more management, more leadership, more HR, more budgetary opportunities through the course and through the support network that we opened up to the nurses. So we completely embraced the Nightingale Challenge, which was to design a programme to allow our young nurses to develop and grow. We did that through our Good to Great Nightingale Challenge. To promote support network, which again we did through our Good to Great and our nurse development programme, and to, hopefully mould and grow our own internal promotions. And William is an absolute example of that. So it would be lovely to hand over and hear from William.
Yeah, no, thank you, Hazel. That's really interesting. So yeah, William, thank you for joining us today. So can you just talk through like some of the reasons why you chose to participate in the Nightingale Challenge?
Well, thank you for that, Enya. I'm actually at first when I got the advertisement from the Nightingale Challenge, I was really amazed and I was really overwhelmed that I think I would like to join in this as for personal growth and for professional growth as well. I do believe that it is a great experience for me to have this Nightingale Challenge, and motivating young nurses to be part of the leadership and management training is a great avenue for us nurses, a different yet motivating path for every one of us.
That's amazing. So like for you, what was the highlight of the challenge throughout the time that you were doing it?
All right. I would say there's loads of highlights on it. I really enjoyed the whole training experience. Initially, we have the insights discovery as initial part of the challenge. What does it do is actually they tend to recognize what kind of leaders are we and what kind of followers are we as well. So in that way, we can know how are we going to be as a leader and as a manager as well. It's like setting parameters and how are we going to become one good example for each and every one of the staff as well. Another highlight would be for me is the leadership roles discussion and budget training and checking the parameters as well in the care home, because as a nurse we have a different view. We just tend to look into the clinical side, but on the Nightingale Challenge I was able to look into the different angle of being a nurse as well, that holistically the holistic approach to the environment, to providing the care and the quality of care, ensuring the quality of care for the service and for the residents is being in a high quality.
So like, do you feel that, it sounds like you've just learned so much because of it? Like, do you feel like it's given you more confidence to take on more leadership roles within the home? Like, or did you find that you were already doing that before the challenge?
No, I think with the challenge, it makes me be prepared more for the future. Well, as I would say, this is a perfect avenue for me. I started as a staff nurse in Kinard Care Home, and then I was seconded to another care home, which is Bayview Care Home, as an interim deputy manager. And all my learnings from the Nightingale Challenge and previous experiences helped me to prepare for the post. And now, officially, I am successfully hired as a deputy manager in Bayview Care Home.
Oh.
And through my learnings, this will influence and motivate the team to move forward and to strive learning and to provide utmost care for our residents.
That's amazing. No, that sounds brilliant, William. And just like a final sort of takeaway, like what has been the one thing that you've learned that's really changed your perspective on like nursing as a practice?
I would say be persistent. Entails with that is to be committed, be disciplined and committed. Be open for change and for opportunities. Everything happens for a reason, and with that, nursing is a holistic approach, providing comfort holistically. That nursing is a devotion to a unending service providing to our residents.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thank you both so much for talking through the Nightingale Challenge. It was kind of a quick fire round of what it was, but it's such a comprehensive program, I suppose. Just summing it up doesn't do it full justice, but thank you so much for coming on. And Yeah, you've been listening to our Meallmore podcast as part of our International Nurses Week week of events. And thank you for listening, and hopefully we'll see you soon.